It's day 3, so you first time in pads, which was always exciting to get out there and see how physical we are. I was encouraged. We had good energy all 3 days. My big goal for these guys, we talk about having we want to practice with great energy and great effort. You bring a great attitude and spring ball with those 3 things together, and you can have a great practice. So I'm really pleased with that. Obviously, learning the new system is going to take time. And so we're going to be patient with that. But the effort piece, the energy, coming out here and giving us everything you have from a focus perspective is non-negotiable. So that's what we expect every day, and we've got those right. We're 3 for 3 on that.
How about in terms of tackling technique? One of the keys, obviously, is being able to tackle in space. Mm-hmm. Do you address that right now, or
we have? Matter of fact, the very first practice after we talk about there's 3 things we want to do defensively. We want to take the ball away. We want to be the best tackling team in America, and we want to play with fanatical effort. And so those 3 things we install every day. So the very first thing we did was a pursuit drill for the effort, and then the second thing was tackling. Even without pads on, we worked on our technique for that, and then obviously with pads on today, we worked on it once again. So, we didn't do any live sessions where we were taking guys to the ground, but we did a lot of tackling in our drills, and then running our feet and thudding up. So we're going to be doing something with tackling every single day.
Coach, it seemed on Sunday when you guys were going team that every defender was ripping at the ball.
Oh yeah.
Is that something you're emphasizing?
We, as I said, the takeaway piece, and we call them takeaways for a reason. We don't call them turnovers. Matter of fact, you get 25 push-ups if you say the word turnover on defense, coaches included. And so you basically, we're going to take the ball from you. It's an act of aggression. That's why we use that word. And you'll notice that in practice every day. And we're going to assault that football. We believe it's our ball, and we're going to go get it. And if you can take the football away, you can be a great defense. You have to tackle, obviously, and you got to have great angles. And so those are the 3 things that we'll emphasize, and they have to be woven into everything that we do every single day.
How much are you using this kind of implementation period to kind of get coaches up to speed with?
That's part of it, because basically I'm teaching, these guys they're all new to the system. I'm the only one that was with it before, so you're getting all the guys on defense up to speed with the techniques, the drills. So they're learning too, even the way that we want to practice, because I think, obviously I wasn't here in the past, but it seems like it might be a little different the way we do things, and so they're having to learn that way. And I told them they better get in shape, because they're going to have to be running around and having great energy. So they've been doing an awesome job. I'm proud of our coaches.
How are some of these players adjusting to the Husky and the bowl positions?
I think that that's probably the biggest adjustment, probably Husky more than anything. And I think you saw that a little bit today. They can show up and make some great plays. Ben Bach is new there, and Jamie's as well new there, and none of them played it before. So the drops are a little bit different, the angles are a little different, and the coverages we run with it are different. So I think that's probably the biggest difference between a 4-3 and a 4-2-5 is that position. And so our guys are having to learn through that. But I was encouraged by today. I think we worked really hard on our angles and drops with that guy and at that position, and I thought we saw a lot of improvement.
Do you kind of, I'm sure you have some idea where guys fit positionally, but do you want to almost fit them before you start implementing, or would you rather everybody kind of learn the basics of the scheme and then sort of figure out maybe where guys' strengths lead?
Well, I think you don't really know for sure. My goal was to watch film, obviously talk to our coaches, watch our guys during workouts to try and figure out, from a body skill standpoint, where guys might fit within our system. So we tried to get the pieces in the right spot in the beginning, but I also know that there's always, not an exact science with that, so you're going to make some changes. So we'll use, we basically have 4 practices here before we head off for spring break, and have some time for us as a staff to go away a little bit, meet and talk about it, and be able to refine some things. So there might be some position changes. I won't say major ones, but it's about getting guys in the right spot, because a lot of times you don't know until you get out here and start doing it, and you really won't know until we go live. That's where it's going to be the final, test to see if a guy can actually do what we need him to do.
Who are some of the guys who are fitting into those spots early on?
Well, I think that I mentioned Ben, and Jamie at the Husky position right now have done a really good job, and they're learning as they go. Now Sykes is a guy that I think that I've kind of put some pressure on to step up, made some plays today at the bowl position, and Gooch at the bowl position as well, and those guys kind of come to mind. I tell you what, I really don't even know who to begin to name. With today's practice, there's so many different guys making plays and flying around and playing with energy that I think the whole unit, there's a sense of excitement from these guys, and they're hungry, and they want to get this thing fixed, and they want to get it right, and they want to play great defense here at IU. And so to me, it's a process of consistent performance, and we had a really, really good day 1, and we had an okay day 2, but we had a bad skelly period, I thought. And so then we had another really, really good day 3. Now the Challengers come back and have a great day 4 in all parts of practice. So I think a lot of guys have stepped up, and I'm excited to see these guys keep growing.